Alright, what's going on everyone? So, for this video, this is an interesting video. I decided to kind of like make like a little update video on Diablo 2 Resurrected from like a console player, perspective. Because when Diablo 2 Resurrected was in development, there were definitely a lot of criticism about like the console version, and even like myself, like when I played the beta, there were definitely some stuff I also didn't like. And I feel like a lot of the concerns were very like necessary, but I thought like about making like an update video just to kind of like show you how Diablo 2 Resurrected is on the current on like the console platform in 1 month later, particularly the Xbox version. So that means the Xbox One versions and the Series X and Series S version. I'm not really sure about like how the PlayStation version is, but I assume it might be pretty similar. But so yeah, so right off the bat, I kind of want to talk about like the controls overall, mainly because Diablo 2, like the original Diablo 2 and the original Lord of Destruction expansion, there was never any like official controller support. It was always a mouse and keyboard type of game. And from my experience, at least playing like as a zealot, I only have two paladin classes. I have a zealot and a hammerden, and from my experience, they play really amazingly with the controller. I do kind of love like how you can customize like your abilities and all that stuff. Like that's really cool. For example, you can kind of like bind like your own special skills and all that stuff. So I think that's really cool. Another thing is, one thing that I really do like about playing with the pad is like it's definitely more comfortable compared to like a mouse and keyboard. I've been playing this game like pretty crazy lately. I think I would probably say like I've been playing at least like 5 hours most of the time, and there's definitely times where I play more than that. And my hands like always feel very like comfortable as I like grind this game. It's not like playing on the mouse and keyboard, where I do kind of notice like sometimes if I'm playing Diablo 2 too much, my hands do kind of start to strain. And yeah, you always gotta like listen to your body, so don't like push yourself and all that stuff, especially if you're kind of like in the older age like I am. But yeah, as great like the controller controls so far, I do think there are some stuff that could be better. For example, where is it? Like when it comes to kind of like putting your skill points, it's just tedious. There's no like what do you call it? There's no like shift left click. So let's just say my zealot, he becomes level 91. I have to like literally like hold down the A button just to put like those 5 points in my vitality stats. And it's so annoying. I wish I could just kind of like press A just to put like 1 point, or like if I hold it, it'll put like the remaining points into that category. Like that would just make the stat management so much better in the future. And this could also be like applied to the vendors.
Hello.
For example here, there's no, how many TPs do I have? So I have 14. So obviously, on PC with the mouse and keyboard, you can like shift and left click it with the mouse, and it'll kind of like refill all of like your town portal scrolls. But on console or on controller, you have to kind of like manually buy like 6 of them or 5 of them, since I just bought one to reach like 20. And if you hold it, it doesn't like fill it up. See? So I do think like if I could just like hold either one of these and it can like fill up to the maximum, that would also be like amazing for like quality of life as far as like the controller goes. But other than that, I do think it's great. I will say this, like as fun it is. I mean, as fun it is to like experience Diablo 2, with the gamepad, I do feel like overall mouse and keyboard is still like the superior way. For example, one of like the biggest problems with like the controllers, like you cannot like check the boss packs like attributes. Like that's one of the things I always like to do when I play on Diablo 2 with the mouse and keyboard. Like let's just say like my zealot, he's kind of going in into like a boss pack right here. Generally, if I see like something really scary, like if let's just say I'm fighting some Death Lords, let's just say they're extra fast, they have Might Aura. In that situation, I'll immediately run back, and then I'll use my mouse scroll. My mouse cursor to kind of like check what the boss pack has. Like, does he have cursed? Is he extra strong? Is he lightning enchanted? But on the controller, you cannot do that, and it's definitely like a disadvantage. So one of the things that I have to do to kind of like prepare myself for like those scary situations, I just try to like assume every boss pack is like extra strong, with cursed, and basically, so what that means is like every time I'm in combat, I'm always like ready to push that full rejuvenation potion just in case. But yeah, that's kind of like one of the downsides of like, you know, playing with the pad. And another downside is like you cannot teleport has like one. I'll actually show it to you right here. Teleport only has like one freaking like range, so you can't really telestomp that well, you know. So like Enigma on console, without a doubt, like it's definitely nerfed, because like, you know, let's just say like you're a Hammerden. Like one of the things that makes a Hammerden so strong with Enigma is because you can like telestomp and just reposition yourself. Like, so what? Yeah, you see, I can't like telestomp on that boss pack right there. So, you know, Enigma on console is definitely nerfed because you can't telestomp properly. I mean, don't get me wrong, like Enigma is still like strong on a Hammerden because like it has the other stats, the skills, what is it, life after each kill and all that stuff. But teleport is definitely not as strong on the controller, and I think there's kind of like no way to really make it like as strong compared to like a mouse and keyboard, because like I said, you know, I mean Diablo 2 overall, it's really designed for like a mouse and keyboard at the end of the day. So I think, like, you know, there's really no other solution other than just give teleport, you know, just one set range. Alright, so right there I got lucky. I got completely lucky right there. Oh man, I gotta put my holy shield out there. But yeah, teleport, you know, like it's still a really good ability. Like, you know, you can still use it to kind of like if you're in a like I do Mephisto runs on my Hammerden, and I do have a teleport amulet that I use to kind of like teleport through walls and all that stuff. Like, you can still use it for that. But I don't know if there is like, maybe if there is like a way where they can give like controller players to like have more options with like their teleporting ability. I think that would be really sick here, because I'm not gonna lie, like, you know, I love like having Enigma on my Hammerden and all of that stuff, but when I was trying to like experiment with like teleport amulet, and I was trying to like really try my hardest to kind of like replicate like how I would play a Hammerden if I had like Enigma, it's just not the same. Like, it's really not the same on the controller. But yeah, as far as the controller controls, I do think it's good overall. I wouldn't say it's the best. Like, I still think mouse and keyboard is superior for a game like this, but there are some builds where I do feel like playing with the pad is definitely better. Like for melee builds, like for zealots, like I've been playing kind of like, you know, my zealot on this game and from LOD, and I definitely noticed like playing with the pad, it totally feels better. Same thing with Hammerden, without having like teleport, the controller is definitely better. But if you do have like teleport, like Enigma, Hammerden, I mean, the mouse and keyboard is definitely better for that, because you could telestomp and all of that stuff, and it's absolutely big. So yeah, as far as the controller goes, it's good. I do think, you know, there's still room for improvements, but I don't know if that's ever gonna happen. Like I said, I would love to be able to kind of like, you know, have a better stat management experience. For example, like, you know, my Hammerden, like I started him off as like a Holy Free Zealot, and once I got to like mid-20s, oh my god, man, respecking was a nightmare. It literally took like minutes just to like go through all this stat management nonsense. So it would be nice if there are like if there's like some more quality of life, just to make the controller play better for the console version, or any like PC users that play on the pad overall. Alright, so that's the controller discussion, and I guess I'm gonna talk about, like, are people like playing this game here? Because Diablo 2 has always been famous for having like a game browser, so you could like join bail runs for experience farming, or like what is it, soul group magic finding, because it does have like increased drop rates when there's more players and all that stuff. And on the console, it's a completely different experience because wait, let me make sure everything is okay. Because on console, there's none of that. You basically have like your private match here, and you have like your party finder system, and basically it's kind of like a match. Like, this system really reminds me of like the matchmaking system in like the Halo and Call of Duty games, but it really doesn't work for a game like this. I do think it's great that they actually added kind of more like options. Like, for example, the bosses categories is kind of like designed for people that want to do like boss runs, like, bail runs, chaos runs, cows, Mephisto, even though nowadays I think people generally prefer to do Mephisto, like, as a solo experience. There's Duriel, but who the hell runs Duriel in the group? And there's Endario, and of course you can change like your difficulties and all that stuff here. And there's other stuff here which I don't really think anybody else really uses them. I'm gonna be honest here, like, I don't really use any of these like I guess playlists. I just basically use them to kind of like host public matches, mainly because from my experience, if I host like a match, like a what is it, public match in like a private like lobby or whatever, it doesn't seem to work consistently. Like, sometimes I get message of people not like being able to join my game and stuff like that. And yeah, so this party finder system, like, I think it was cool like on paper, but execution, it's really not that great. I do love how we can actually what is it, you can kind of like select difficulties and all that stuff here, so like that's pretty cool. But overall, if you want to play Diablo 2 in like a public match system, you have to use the looking for group system here. This is kind of built in within like the Xbox ecosystem. I'm sure PlayStation might have something similar like this here, because like this thing single-handedly saved Diablo 2 on the Xbox from like being a disaster. Because as you could see, like, people can pretty much just, you see, people use this for trading, some people use it for leveling games, and all you gotta do is like, you just press on their profile and you can just join in their game like that. I'm actually gonna like, host a game just to kind of like give you an example. So yeah, so like I said, when I host like a game here, I prefer to kind of like use one of like the playlists that I know like almost nobody would ever like join. So after that, I kind of like start using the looking for group function here. So I'm gonna probably host a Cows and Chaos game on Hell. Let's keep it at player 5, So yeah, I decided to join the Duriel section because, who the hell like runs Duriel as a group? He sucks. His drop rates are terrible. Alright, hold up. So I already got everything like set up here. I actually have my my setup here. So yeah, this is kind of like how you should play Diablo 2 on console if you want to like play it in like a public setting, So basically, now I'm just gonna do my little thing here. So let's just say I need like, I don't know, whatever. I generally like to kind of use I generally kind of like to use like the tag, just so I don't have to like actually, type all of this stuff here constantly. And here's like a downside with this like system though. Even though this is like great and it definitely saved Diablo 2 on console from being a disaster, but the problem is like if I'm gonna make a new game, I have to always, like, you know, update this little looking for group message here, you know, because sometimes people, they're not gonna, like, you know, join me in like the second game or the third game, so I always have to kind of like update this. And this is why I like to use the tags here. And then I can just put like cows in Diablo or cows in Chaos, and it just makes the time like so much quicker and all of that stuff here. So yeah, so let's do it here. We're gonna do some public cows and public chaos here. And you will see that, you know, there are people playing this game. It's not just like, you know, a straight up solo experience. Like recently I've been playing like a lot of like public matches on this guy here. Mainly because I've been like playing by myself, just magic finding, and I kind of want to like, play in a public environment, man. Like, it's always fun to play pub matches in Diablo 2. And I put players 5 here because I think it's, I kind of want to like, you know, let players have like have a chance to get loot and all of that stuff, you know. Because I do think like if you put like a full house lobby, it's really hard to like get loot. And you can see people are joining the games. And I'll put a TP here if they want to help me out here. So yeah. You know, you can still play Diablo 2 1 month later on console without any problems here. And since this is a public match, you know, like there's so many random stuff that can happen. I've had a couple of people they'll just like join in the game and they'll try to like just do like lower Kuros runs and like Endario runs because they're trying to take advantage of like that whole like higher player count system. And then I've had players that what is it? Like sometimes they join the game and they don't do anything. But then I have games where like, you know, people are actually kind of working together and all of that stuff. And it's really fun when, you know, you get those kinds of matches. Like those are really the best matches when people actually work together. So yeah, got a freaking public match going on here. Alright, hopefully we get some cool drops here. I haven't really gotten anything too crazy as far as my cow drops go. But this is player 5 settings, or I mean player 4 right now, but I do know like the drop rate from players 1 to players 4, it's definitely significant. Alright. So we got an Am rune, which is pretty useless. Oh god, mana burn. Alright, now we got a full house lobby here. Hopefully they come to my TP. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't think this barbarian has battle orders. That's kind of disappointing. I assume this guy might be a new player. I don't know. Oh, we gotta help. Oh, wait, is this guy? Oh, crap. This guy is physical immune, right? Uh-oh, I'm getting some lag. But yeah, man, public Cal games back in the day, like I used to love doing like public Cal games. Same thing with Chaos and Bale. Like it's so much fun, dude. Absolutely a blast. And you know, it's totally worth doing it because of like the better drop rates. Oh, we got a Bulbasaur here. Let's go. That's pretty cool. One of the main reasons why I use a Zealot in a Cal game is because you know, Zealots can actually grab the loot much quicker compared to like a Javazon, because Javazons, you know, they have like crazy clear speed, but they have to like stay away from the cows. So, you know, the chances of them getting the loot is very like, it's not as consistent compared to a Zealot, where, you know, as a Zealot, you're right up in front of the cows there. So you could totally, so if the cows drop like a burr rune, you could totally grab that. Uh-oh, gotta help out my mercenary here. Alright, so this is definitely a good match going on here. I mean, everyone's actually working together. You know, there's nobody trying to like, you know, take advantage of like the player count just to kind of like do their own magic finding and all that stuff. But like I said, you know, this is public matches, anything can happen. Sometimes, I do bump into like PKers, and those guys are the worst, man. Like, you know, when I play Diablo 2, like, I just want to, like, enjoy the co-op experience, you know? I really don't want to, like, I'm not into the PvP stuff when it comes to Diablo 2. Like, that's never really been my thing. I like the PvM. But yeah, you know, Diablo 2 on console. Oh, wow. I don't want that. Diablo 2 on console. It's still well alive. 1 month later. And honestly, I do think this game is worth the $40, you know? Especially if you're like a die-hard Diablo 2 fan like I am. And I definitely think it's worth it too if you've never experienced Diablo 2. Like, it's an amazing game, man. Diablo 2 is easily one of the greatest games of all time. It's one of those games that really stood the test of time. Back then, there wasn't really any game like it too. Aw, Cow King drop crap. Oh man, you know, back in the days, what is it, like back in my days when I played Diablo 2, like during my younger years, it was so stressful to do Cal games because like, people, oh, what is that, oh crap. Oh, that's crap, I thought it was 4-socket foil. But yeah, you know, back in my days, you know, it was stressful to do Cal games because, for some weird reason, Blizzard, oh wow, double rune drops right there. For some weird reason, Blizzard thought like it was great to make it where if you killed a Cal King, you could never do Cal games. And that was definitely a problem here. Because basically, if someone killed a Cal King, all the players that are on that player's party, they will get affected by it. And you really want to kill cows because cows are amazing for sockets. They're amazing for finding high runes, mid runes. And not only that, they're just a lot of fun to play too in like a public match experience. They are pretty good for experience too. But you have to like really play with players. Like solo cows are not really the best for like experience, but if you got like at least 5 players in your game, it's definitely good. So far, nothing too great. You know, that's just Diablo 2 in the nature. You gotta really spend like hundreds, thousands of hours just to get like those really good items there. Uh-oh. That was really unfortunate. Alright, are there any more cows left there? Or is it time to go to Chaos? So yeah, you know, public matches, still a thing on Diablo 2 for, you know, Xbox. You can also use it for trading. You know, there's definitely a big trading community on the Xbox version. Man, it's so depressing. It's just so depressing that this barbarian doesn't have battle orders, man. He needs to have battle orders. You know, if you're a new player and you're watching this video and you want to make a barbarian, definitely max out battle orders. It's one of the best. It's one of the very best abilities in the entire game. It is so useful. Okay, I think it's time for Chaos there. Oh, what? Oh my god. I thought that was a Sir rune right there. I was like, what the? Wait, I hear some cows. Alright, I think it's time for chaos. Alright, let me go buy some TPs here. Just,
Good day.
Alright, I'm gonna start the chaos runs here. It seems like my teammates they want the leftovers. I'm moving to the next area. Oh god, this is kind of scary actually. Yeah, these ranged dudes are pretty scary. Oh my god, that's... that was really scary. If that guy was extra strong, I think I could have probably died there. Oh man, hold up. I need to bring my boy here. I gotta bring my boy here.
Greetings.
I need that freaking decrepify. Oh my god, that's a lot of loot. Nothing good, unfortunately. Believe it or not, I'm still trying to find the Shaco, you know. I still haven't found the Shaco. Like, I found a lot of rare stuff, like some really rare stuff here, but no Shaco yet. Alright, so I like to kind of do this here. Yeah, I like to kind of do that just to tell people that my TP's up. But yeah, you know, in the future, I do kind of wish, like, I do hope in the future we do kind of see, like, oh crap. I hope they kind of like change everything, you know, like instead of having that party finder type of thing, like we should be able to host our own games. There should be able, I mean, this game should have voice chat. I don't know why they didn't put voice chat, you know, for Diablo 2 for some weird reason. I mean, like, you know, there's no way to like text. I mean, what is it, like this, I mean, you know, mouse and keyboard is not really like the standard peripheral on console, so I don't know why they didn't put voice chat support, you know? Alright, got a towel. Oh, what is that shield do? Oh god. Is this thing good? I don't want it. Oh, this is kind of scary. Alright, so now we gotta go for those 3 seals. Alright, let me check this thing here. Is this actually good? Trash. Oh, that's trash. Oh, and I almost forgot. Like, here's another thing that I kind of wish, like, I don't know why they did this here. You know how, like, you see, like, when I point my controller cursor at, like, my charm, you notice how it's kind of delayed? Like, you know, on mouse and keyboard, if you just point your mouse cursor at, like, the charms, it'll immediately show, like, the information. Like, I don't know why they did that. That would also be, like, another thing I would like to see improved upon, you know? Like, remove the delay. Like, why is the delay there? Alright, But yeah, you know, so far my experience with you know, Diablo 2 on the Xbox has been great. You know, it's not like it can definitely be better, like I said. But so far, you know, I paid this game full price and I thought it was worth it, man. I'm having the time of my life. There's rumors that there might be like new content, you know, coming up in like future updates, and that's gonna be awesome. Like, I think this is a great time to get into Diablo 2 or return to Diablo 2 if you haven't like played Diablo 2 in a while, you know. Like I said, it's one of the greatest games of all time. It was really ahead of its time with a lot of its mechanics. It was the game that pretty much, like, you know, future action RPG games would constantly try to, like, you know, copy. Oh, this is kind of scary to say. Uh-oh. Oh, my boy just died. That's not good. I need to get my merc up. I need my mercenary back. I don't know where the barbarian is. I think he just kind of disappeared. Yeah, I noticed it's just 3 of us. As you could tell, like, nobody's joining. Like, what is it? There are 4 players in here. Like, somebody should be able to join. But, yeah, so if you make, like, a new run of this game, you have to kind of, like, update the looking for group message. Because, you know, this game, like, everyone's constantly using the looking for group, so, you know, when 10 minutes or so pass by, your looking for group message becomes, like, obsolete. So you gotta constantly update it. Alright, here comes the big kill. Here comes Diablo.
Not even death can save you from me.
Where's my mercenary? Nothing great. Yeah, nothing good here. Alright, so that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it for the video, guys. Thank you for watching, and, you know, I'm not really sure if I'll make any more, like, videos on Diablo 2 Resurrected, since, you know, I'm just having fun with this with this game, which is why I decided to make some videos out of it. But thank you.